from 2015 to 2018, he was one of the highest paid actors on television, making around $1 million per episode.
Wow.
But wait until you hear what he does with his money. He's married to Indian supermodel Neha Kapoor. During a recent interview, Kanal admitted that he does this mass vigilante thing. Late at night, him and his wife browse GoFundMe and other fundraising sites, and they just pay off the medical debt for families in need. He's been doing this for a while. They do it completely anonymously, and he said it brings them so much joy. So while other people are scrolling social media at night and scrolling Amazon looking at things to buy, he and his wife are literally changing people's lives. And I think this is so incredible. I think these are the Black people are always stereotyped as ghetto, violent, and criminal, and yet white people are
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
I think Frank Lampard will be key here, Peter. He's certainly going to be asked to do an awful lot. Recycling, distributing, and of course running box to box.
Yeah, we'll all keep an eye out, won't we, for those trademark arrivals into the opposition penalty area.
Yeah, those late runs which made him one of the most productive midfielders England has ever produced.
Now it's Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. He's gone for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time. Lampard. And it's Drogba. Now it's Messi. James. Now it's Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. Drogba. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Lampard. James. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
James, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he refuses to take the bait.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Messi. And this is Drogba. And here's Ronaldinho. And he's had it nicked away. Great vision. Bellingham. He's free. Bellingham! Oh, what has happened here? Played back in. Drogba was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, not quite. Pirlo. Bellingham. And he's managed to... There's the shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Drogba. It's Drogba! They've got to be quick to recover this. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Stood up well to him there. And no, he's seen through all of that. He's gone for goal! James. Conte. Now Pirlo. And it's Thiago Silva. James. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Drogba. Bellingham. Bellingham! And for a moment, time stood still. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Lampard. Now it's Ronaldinho. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Now it's Drogba. Bellingham. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Conte. And it's Lampard. James. Lampard hurtling down that right flank.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's in space and looking for options. Climbs up big! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise. The finish. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Today, everybody, to make sure
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so we're off again. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pinches it off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lampard. Driving forward. And he skips past his man. And Yaya Toure! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Drogba. Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. And this is Drogba. Cannavaro was in no mood for any of that. Oh, can he get onto this? That is good alertness. Alaba calmly anticipates. Now it's Drogba. Van Dijk wins the duel this time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Played into space. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the keeper's ball. He's tried one! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
Liverpool have their second corner now. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Alexander-Arnold picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lampard, foot in. Oh, important interception. James. He is through here. And this is real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Azar. And now they can spring out of defence. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. The ball goes in. Yaya Toure. It's Bellingham. Oh, it's Dembele.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Engages and forces him off the ball. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, Red, nice interception. Drogba is onto it in a flash. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Hazard. And a chance!
Casabia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lampard. Pirlo. And it's Hazard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lampard. Now it's Hazard. Cross goes. Oh, big header! And he was there to get a vital touch. And time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Drogba. Picked out Drogba! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. It could be in here. He's through and the shot! It's a searching pass. That's good vision. And he's taking no chances there. Takes a shot! Threads one in. Now it's Romario. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Romario. He's picked his way through. Fired deep. It's a mighty! Oh, it's come off the upright. Just eases him off the ball. And this is Romario. And a shot! Goal! Celtic! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Celtic have fired themselves in front.
Well, this...
real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Oh no, what has happened here? It's gone for a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That has not gone well. Pull it. The less said about that pass, the better. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it out wide. Bellingham. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Mbappe. Keeper has taken decisive action.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. This might spell... He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And here's Hullet. Back when it goes. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Oh, good read. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Might be danger here. Caught offside that time. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Romario. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Romario is... Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to...
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Liverpool present their opponents with the best possible chance here to further improve their position of comfort. What a save from Van der Sar! Oh, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Hullet with the short one. Oh, it's played into the area. It's a sharp pass. And there's the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Their birthdays today.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Celtic have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. A probing pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's there to belt it away. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yaya Toure. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Over to the left. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And he's had it nicked away. That's an imaginative pass. No, no way through there. Quality ball. He's found a way past. Yaya Toure. Spread neatly. Mbappe gets into a good position. Robertson looking to run onto it. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. He's beaten the last man. It's run loose. Oh, what decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Gullit duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Celtic find a position of real strength now. And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's in on goal. Oh, look at this. Great chance! Drogba.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a little off target. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that's delightful. He is through here. Oh, that's nice. Lahm plays. Up he goes! They've done it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Terrific header! Oh, taken with style! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Celtic are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
And Romario! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Lahm has it out wide and in space. Celtic with another chance from a corner. Celtic get their fourth corner. Lahm. Gullit. In by Gullit. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's Dembele.
Such good technique.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And he plays one through. Oh, what a climb! No mistake! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. They're still trying to make a game of this.
Number 8, Bellingham.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Four extra minutes added on, and he's managed to get free. Pull it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, we have a very exciting player here, Peter, in the shape of Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. Someone who's shown amazing adaptability and versatility wherever he's gone. You often see him hugging that left touchline, and he just
shapes to shoot! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, good spread. No, he's not getting past him there. Valverde. And it's Neves. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Neves. Kvaratskhelia has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Oh, he's enjoyed that, he evidently loves the contest. Ambitious ball here. João Neves. Robertson.
This is the time you need that pace.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a...
Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
João Neves. Nicely spread. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Valverde. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Look at the space here. Decent chance! It's there! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pass somewhat off target.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, no joy this time. Kvaratskhelia. He's in plenty of space here. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Kvaratskhelia! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Great defending, strong and determined. Threads one in. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Alexander-Arnold is standing over this one. He's having a go. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's a lovely, neat pass. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He gets big! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yaya Toure could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Hakimi. For Valverde. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Rijkaard. Well, they can break here. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. Kvaratskhelia has found the net here, of course. Can he get away here? Yaya Toure. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Can he get onto this? Van Dijk cuts it out. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Howson. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And this is Dembele. Gordon with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. João Neves. João Neves wins the duel this time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele. That has not gone well. Yaya Toure. Robertson. Nice interception, well timed. Dembele. Receipt. And the first 45 minutes are up. How would you review the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Liverpool really could have done without this. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
To increase the lead. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. that may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
And he's found a way past. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Cross to the back post. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He can get that clear. Liverpool have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gordon, and he's managed to get free. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well,
can he finish? Relentless, just relentless. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scores! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
After 62 minutes is number 8, Bellingham.
So is this the start of a comeback? Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Substitution.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. Now this could be a chance. Now the ball in. Howson clears it away. Crossed in again. Real chance! That is wonderful from Rijkaard! That is a gem! An absolute gem! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time.
Oh, what a mistake! Bellingham. Dembele. There's the shot! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Donadoni in acres of space out wide.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that has left him in a heap. Looking for a runner. Howson gets over and intercepts. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. That's a sharp pass. He shifted it to the flank. Nice sequence of passes, this. This might chance for a shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here. Neymar coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And here's Mbappe, Neymar, and he's got the beating of his man. And this is Bernardo Silva.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Spread neatly. And he shoots! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Swept in, well read, and the danger is averted. Drogba. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Howson. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Great vision. And he was quick to react. Yaya Toure. And no, that was never going to make it. No, that's been intercepted. Robertson. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that is as far as it goes. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Deep cross. Crossed in again. Oh, smashing header! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is good alertness. And he was quick to react. Robertson.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Drogba. He's herring after that one. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Garcia. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a promising position. Dembele. Crossed into the middle. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Robertson. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. And it's Dembele. He's a sharp little... It's Drogba! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Eric Garcia. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Liverpool have their second corner now. And that should get the job done.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. Liverpool are very much... And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Drogba. Played in. Schlotterbeck tries to clear. Garcia. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? It's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Just eases him off the ball. And he's straight offside. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that pass isn't the best. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Drogba, and he's had it nicked away. Marquinhos. Nice-looking ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, no, he's got that wrong. Robertson.
2 added minutes.
Looking for options for movement. And that has left him in a heap. Great vision. Oh, perfectly. It's Drogba! That's another chance! He's delivered all right! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead. Oh, this looks sharp. And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And a quick reminder today to please take
well, the
all
pickings
other
certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Liverpool are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And there's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh no, what has happened here? Great chance! They've done it! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Chelsea go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rodri. Liverpool needing a change of fortune here. Messi, and he's found a way past. Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. Mateus with the short one. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, he's burst through! Yaya Toure. That is ended up in no man's land. Garcia. Now he's off and running. He's got away. Looking for the run. Bellingham. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Howson is the team's great visionary. And here's Drogba. Nicely spread. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ekitike. Can he get it through? He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! That is decidedly lacking.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Howson. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mateus. Messi. Succumbs to the pressure. Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Swings it across. And he's there to clear it. Quality ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Eric Garcia. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Bellingham. Oh, it's Dembele. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to play it through. Big chance! Oh, taken with style. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution on the field, number 22.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Messi coming on the field, number 29.
Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass.
Number 28, Bruno Fernandes. Number 7.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Engages and forces him off the ball. Dembele. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Bruno Fernandes. Rodri. Eric Garcia. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Raul in the hunt and looking threatening.
Out of time.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Yaya Toure. Robertson. Good, strong midfield running here. So that's it. It is all over. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Yaya Toure claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
To pay a visit to our official store.
The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. See, making a difference here.
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Ball comes in. Vitinha. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. Lampard has it in a wide position. And reclaimed it in a trice. That has not gone well. Robertson. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Played out towards the right wing.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, important interception. It's a throw-in. That's going right the way across. And he's intervened well there. Toure gets a foot in here. Chance here to counter. And this is Drogba. Mbappe gets into a good position. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
This is the time you need that pace.
And this is Lampard. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Shot! And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's been shipped out wide. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha takes control of it and he's on the move. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Drogba. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Here it is, crossed in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Drogba. Calafiori. Here's Vitinha. Calafiori. That's a throw. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yaya Toure. And it's Robertson.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Vitinha really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else.
It's Dembele! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping. Robertson. Oh, it's played into the area.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around. And I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22 lascia il campo per il numero 15.
And the action is back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Takes aim and crosses. Lampard, very much a man of this moment. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Spread it left. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Yaya Toure. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Delivers the ball, and he gets rid in a hurry. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Dembele. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Lampard. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Almost an hour gone. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely shaped ball. Alexander-Arnold. Drogba is onto it in a flash. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And this is Drogba. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Liverpool finding their passes.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Drogba. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Dembele. That's going to go a long way. Crossed in once more. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 15.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Oh, easy pickings there. Kvaratskhelia. Not the most convincing of passes. Dembele looking to be a menace in the final third. Vitinha, and it's Lampard. Oh, that's fabulous. Lampard stood his ground strongly.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Corner number 2 then. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Mbappe! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Knocks it into space. Kvaratskhelia climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now it's Drogba. Yaya Toure. Into the last 5 minutes. Very much into the last knockings. And this is Drogba, looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che è possibile acquistare il programma dell'incontro odierno dagli stand vicino ai cancelli. Un bel ricordo della giornata.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Messi. And this is... And the shot! That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe is herring after that one. Lee Kang-in. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Liverpool with the corner. They're first. Oh, he's trying it! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Robertson clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
That has not gone well. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove...
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Dembele. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe. Robertson. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is a brilliant interception. Bellingham. And here's Messi. Let's Batistuta. And Messi! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Yaya Toure. And it's Dembele. Looking for the run. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. It's their second corner of the game. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. Cross into the box. Rijkaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Some resolute defending there. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Chips it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It'll be a throw-in. Chouameni. And it's Messi. That's Rijkaard. And here's Neymar. Oh, chance, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He's shifting through the... Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! And there we have it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and...
Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. That's Dembele. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. And it's lofted through here. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ambitious ball here. And he gets rid in a hurry. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And they win it back again. He won't be happy with that one.
The attendance for this match
Serginho.
was 70,987.
Rijkaard. And it's Chouameni. Marquinhos. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bellingham. Dembele. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Now Yaya Toure. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe could try cutting inside. Mbappe! That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Dembele. Drogba. And this is Drogba. Serginho. Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Looking to go deep. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Marquinhos. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Rijkaard. For Messi. Marquinhos. And he's worked it through. He is through here. Oh, good taking of. It's Neymar! Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Bellingham. Played back in. Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. And they're quick to get it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Looking to play him in. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Bellingham. Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Now it's Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Batistuta.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tries a shot! Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
There will be 1 minute at
And
a
here's
time.
Neymar. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. And there goes the final whistle. Liverpool perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall
Just a quick
disappointment.
announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about
So
to
there it
announce
is.
today's
What
hockey
struck you
numbers.
most about
Please
that?
watch the
Yeah,
screen
well,
if you
I've been
have
on the
tickets.
losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? And this is Raul. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, can he get onto this? Hazard. That's a nicely shaped ball. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Raul. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. First quarter of an hour gone. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, it's Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Lovely, now then. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Drogba. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And Yaya Toure! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's fallen loose again. He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Neatly clipped into space. And he's... Big chance! And a shot! It's and another try! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roll! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, smashing header! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertainer.
Tries a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied.
It's Dembele! And that is a routine catch.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Rodri tries to play it through. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. This is Dembele. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Neymar. And that's put paid to a promising move. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. They get a throw in. Van Dijk. And here's Drogba. Yaya Toure! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick.
Added time.
Dembele has it out wide and in space. Azar. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's Raul. Yaya Toure. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's Drogba! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, it's Raul. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Security staff for
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Liverpool are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. Here we go again. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure is always scanning the pitch for targets. Raul. Zanetti. Looking for options for movement. And this is Raul. He's picked his way through. And Dijk, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Drogba. Rodri. It's a searching pass. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. And this is Raul. Roll. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race. In he goes again! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that has put paid to that. Drogba under intense pressure. Yeah, and they've got to be tenser shots! Loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Yaya Toure. Now it's Neymar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings in across. Almost an hour gone. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Dembele! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
And he's straight offside. Now it's Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Raul, and this is Neymar. Oh, they can break here. Played back in. That is a brilliant interception. Drogba with 2 goals already to his name. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's Dembele. Threads one in. Chance! And yes, it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.